Before we dive into the latest updates on The Old Man Season 3, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. If you're enjoying the Gene and content or knew that self, as someone who spent countless hours binge watching shows and movies, I must say that the cast of The Old Man is a true delight to behold. The veteran charm of Jeff Bridges as Dan Chase is simply unmatched, and his chemistry with John Lithgow's Harold Harper adds another layer to the show's intrigue. Aaliyah Shawkat as Emily Chase has shown us her versatility, and I can only hope that her character's trajectory continues to be a central focus in future seasons. Will the gripping action series The Old Man, airing its second exhilarating season towards the end of 2024, secure a third season renewal? This show, inspired by Thomas Perry's novel of the same name, follows Dan Chase, a former CIA operative who has been living in seclusion. However, his peaceful life is disrupted when an assassination attempt forces him out of hiding. In the second season, Dan and Harold journey to Afghanistan with the aim of rescuing Emily from Hamzad, but complications arise in the life of the former CIA agent. Emily's discovery of her true heritage adds a layer of intricacy to Dan's mission that wasn't initially anticipated. Though the initial season garnered positive reviews from critics, season 2 of The Old Man has not been as warmly received and has scored only 50% in its early episodes, according to Rotten Tomatoes. This lukewarm response might pose challenges for the series, particularly if it fails to improve, as the critical reception could affect the feasibility of a third season. Jeff Bridges, who plays the main character in The Old Man, recently shared some ambiguous news about the upcoming season 3. So far, he's been leading the show for its first 2 seasons, and he's openly discussed the status of the next season. And when asked if the show would continue, Bridges replied with a shrug, saying, "We honestly don't know. This could just be him playing it cool, but it's interesting that even the star himself doesn't seem to have definite information about the old man's future. It's not surprising that FX hasn't decided to renew The Old Man for a third season. So soon after the release of its second installment, given that while its Rotten Tomatoes score may be low, its popularity among viewers is strong and will determine the show's future, with big name stars like Jeff Bridges and John Lithgow still having considerable influence. They alone might be enough to entice audiences to return, even if there are delays production. The presumptive cast of The Old Man season 3 includes Jeff Bridges as Dan Chase, John Lithgow as Harold Harper, Aaliyah Shawkat as Emily Chase Parwana, Zoe McDonald. As a film enthusiast, I'm captivated by the stellar cast of FX's thriller, The Old Man. If the series gets renewed for a season 3, it's certain to maintain its allure, given the talent on board. The main advantage of The Old Man lies in its fearlessness towards change, as demonstrated by the drastic shift in the storyline at the end of season 2. Interestingly, Parwana, also known as Emily and Angela, has assumed leadership of her biological father's group, after his demise, which might signal a shift towards ruthless behavior, similar to Hinzad. However, it is equally plausible that she is temporarily adopting this harsh role for the sake of achieving her objectives, much like Dan did with her upbringing. In the gripping conclusion of season 2, Parwana confronts Dan and compels him for a fresh assignment he can't refuse. With Harold taken captive and Parwana ruling Afghanistan, Dan must unleash his most ruthless self, rekindling the cold-hearted assassin within him. As we anticipate the unfolding events in The Old Man, this new phase is certain to bring thrilling twists to FX's renowned action series. And on a lighter note, I guess you could say that The Old Man is a show that's killing it, but not in a good way, unfortunately. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time,